Well, we're live from the Illinois State Fair. It is Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk. What do you make in your Instant Pot? We just got one, and I want to hear your recipes at 217-629-7970. And don't forget, the Illinois State Fair is Ag Day today. You got Willie Nelson and family with El King performing at the grandstand tonight, but also at the Reich Pavilion, where we're actually caddy corner from in our weekday broadcasts here throughout the week. Tonight, they're actually going to have Red Hot Chili Pipers performing. And here's a little bit of music stylings, I guess, from the Red Hot Chili Pipers. I'm loving that. That's good stuff. So make sure you get out here. Of course, the Reich Pavilion. You can get yourself some delicious Reich Gold Top right from the tap. Delicious beer. You can hang out and listen to the Red Hot Chili Pipers. So make that happen here at the Illinois State Fair. But I want to hear from you at 217-629-7970. Again, 217-629-7970. That's the phone number. Megan and I, we went to Colorado, visited with some friends, and they had this Instant Pot. It was like a dual air fryer, pressure cooker thing. And they made us a few meals on that, and Megan was impressed. We also went over to my sister and brother-in-law's place, and she made fajitas all in the Instant Pot, and we were impressed. And then on the flight home, Megan lined up to have an Instant Pot delivered to our house, and we got it yesterday. It's a pretty big box, and we're a little confused as to exactly how to use it. So are you out there using an Instant Pot? What do you do with that? Is that something that you use regularly? Because it's a new appliance in our kitchen. We cook quite a bit. We like going out to some of the area restaurants, obviously, but we do a lot of cooking at home in the traditional method, right? We use the oven, we use the stove, we use frying pans and stuff like that. But with this new Instant Pot, what are we supposed to make with this thing? We saw a couple of videos we were watching last night before we fell down a YouTube hole, which ended with a raccoon choosing which are the best chips, which was kind of bizarre, but with the Instapot videos, some people are just throwing chicken wings in there and frozen chicken wings, and then ultimately, bringing them up out of being frozen and then cooked slightly, and then air frying them all within this Instant Pot. But we don't know what kind of recipes we should try with that. So I'd love to hear from you. What do you and your family do with your Instant Pot? This obviously is a new kind of trendy thing that's happening. I've never cooked with a pressure cooker before. A lot of people apparently were a little scared by pressure cookers just because, well, it's cooking under immense pressure, and if you don't do it right, it could be dangerous and blow up. And that's the last thing you want is a metal container under pressure blowing up in your kitchen. But these new Instant Pots, apparently they're much more safe. And there's a very low risk of them, blowing up. But I need to hear from you as to what we should cook with it. We do have a rice cooker, which we use quite a bit, and that's very easy. You just put a couple of cups of rice in there, and the equivalent of any kind of broth or water that you want to use, and in 45 minutes or so, that thing's ready, and you got delicious rice. But this Instant Pot goes a little bit further and allows you to do all kinds of things. But we don't know what to do with it quite yet. We watched one video last night that had some British chefs testing an Instant Pot. And they made all kinds of things, including dried beans. And typically, dried beans takes, oh my gosh, forever. You have to soak them overnight for 12 hours or so. And then you get to the actual process of boiling the beans, and that takes some time, and it could be like a whole day process outside of an Instant Pot. But this group of chefs out of the UK, they used it to essentially from scratch take the dried beans and put a broth in there and onions and lemons and all kinds of herbs and spices, and then they set it for about an hour, and then they pulled it out, and it was a nice bean soup. And it looked delicious. They were also making all kinds of pudding in the Instant Pot. But I need to hear from you at 217-629-7970. What are you making in your Instant Pot at home? Again, 217-629-7970. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Yeah, good morning. One thing I found, because I'm fairly new using mine too, but one thing this summer I found was I really like cooking fresh green beans, new potatoes, and a chunk of ham in it. Usually when you cook those on the stove, it takes 45 minutes up to an hour because I like my green beans pretty tender. But 22 minutes and they're done.
Oh, my gosh.
Perfect.
Well, and something that these British chefs did also yesterday when we watched this video was they took lamb chunks and they seared the lamb chunks at first as like using the Instant Pot as a skillet, just to kind of get a little bit of browning on it, and then they put all kinds of different types of spices and potatoes and vegetables, and then they set it and essentially forgot it, and came back 30 minutes later, and they said that it was probably the best lamb that they've ever had. So that's I can imagine it's kind of all encompassed in together and has all the juices together. Is that the only thing you've done, or what are some of the other kind of more laborious things you've had to cook, but have found that it cuts down on the time quite a bit with your Instant Pot? Soups?
And also I got an Instant Pot cookbook at Barnes & Noble that gives tons of ideas. And I was a big YouTube person too, watching lots of videos to get ideas.
YouTube University is what we call it, and it is pretty remarkable what you can find on there. But be careful, because what we did last night was we started watching Instant Pot cooking videos, and that quickly devolved into us watching a raccoon do a bracket style, what is the raccoon's favorite chip? And believe it or not, but cheese Doritos took the day in that contest. So,
oh, wow.
You got to be careful to not fall down those YouTube holes, all right? Be careful out there. Appreciate the call. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. What are you cooking in your Instant Pot? Again, 217-629-7970. Do we have another call there? Good morning. You're on WMAY. Maybe not. Let's see here. No. Thought we may have had another call there. I am mistaken on that. All right, 217-629-7970. What are you cooking in your Instant Pot? If you've got some good resources, as that caller said, she got an Instant Pot cookbook from Barnes & Noble, and I'm sure we haven't even opened the box yet, but I'm sure there's going to be some recipes in the box, including like a chart as to how long it takes to do certain vegetables and whatnot. But we bought one of the dual Instant Pot. It's not just the pressure cooker, it's also an air fryer. So what do you make in your air fryer? Because that as well apparently is supposed to cut down on time significantly, but is it worth it? Good morning, you're on WMAY.
Hi, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, and we sell a version of the Instant Pot called the multi-cooker. And if you go to the Pampered Chef website and search recipes for pressure cooking or multi-cooker, you will get tons.
So give me an idea. I mean, is it endless what you can do with this thing, even down to like desserts? What are some of your favorites?
Oh yeah. You can do so much with it. I can't think off the top of my head what I make the most in it. I mean, we make a lot of soups in it. Taco soup is one that I make all the time. But there are so many.
Taco soup.
Our actual multi-cooker does sous vide cooking, and so I use the sous vide setting a lot.
Is that where you put a piece of meat in a bag and like essentially boil that?
Yes.
Yes. I see. Okay.
That the temperature, gets to a certain degree, and then it's cooked. I mean, that's how a lot of restaurants actually cook, and then they just sear the meat.
Yeah.
They're actually cooked at sous vide generally.
Well, you got me though with the taco soup. Is that what you said?
Yeah. There's a really good taco soup. I'll send you this. I can send something to your email, can't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a Pampered Chef recipe. It's just a regular recipe.
Sure. No, I love that.
Yeah, but it's really good. I'll send that one to you. But Pinterest has tons of stuff too.
Well, fantastic. Yeah, you can email me your recipes, bishoponair@gmail.com. And maybe this weekend at some time, Megan and I are going to be able to sit down and plan out some Instant Pot recipes. So greatly appreciate your time this morning. It is Springfield's Morning News, and this place is coming to life here at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. All kinds of people showing up. It is Ag Day. You've got Willie Nelson on stage at the grandstand tonight. You've got at the Reich Pavilion, Red Hot Chili Pipers performing. That's a free concert, and you can get yourself some delicious Reich Gold Top beer. It's all here at the Illinois State Fair for Ag Day, and an absolutely gorgeous day today. And we'll be broadcasting each and every weekday here at the Illinois State Fair, so thanks for hanging out with us here with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY. Let's take a look at Springfield's dependable 5-day forecast with partly sunny skies today, the high of 81. Gorgeous. Overnight, we've got some clouds, but looks like it's going to be clearing out into tomorrow with sunny skies, the high of 82. Thursday, the high of 83 with sunshine. Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 83. And then Saturday, we do have a chance of showers and storms with a high of 83. Right now, 66 degrees. It's gorgeous here at the Illinois State Fair, now at 8:53 from Culver's West on Wabash.